Hi, this is Mike J. Welcome back to the channel. What I want to do here today is show you these two iPad screens that are in my new Mustang. Don't they just look like two wonderful iPads just tacked on there? Well, anyways, the clarity on these dash pods or pads or whatever you want to call it, the resolution is really good. In fact, it's a hell of a lot better than the Corvette. It is a little complicated to use. You could be playing around with it for hours and probably try not be able to figure it out. But anyways, I've loved what they did with the new steering wheel. It doesn't feel so big and bulky anymore, and it's flat bottom. And this is the gauge, and I want to show you the different themes that you can do for the instrumentation panel. But what you do is you can go to the custom themes or cluster themes, and you could basically just pick, from normal, and then it can go to sport, go to track, and then whatever calm means, I guess that just puts it with a tack in the middle and a speedometer in the center. And of course, what follows with what you select will be on the main infotainment system as well. But that you can always change because that just follows whatever you pick there. This year, even the base package car, you don't need to get the 301A package to get these nice little goodies anymore, because now you've actually got drive apps, where before you didn't get them unless you had to get at least the 301A package. And they've really did a nice job on the dash on the new Mustang. I mean, a lot of the stuff is the same, but then a lot of the stuff is different. I've had many Mustangs, and the biggest complaint I had was in the middle here where those 3 air conditioning vents were, that bezel, all that plastic was always rattling. But see, now this dash is just very solid one piece, and it's kind of like a hard, soft plastic, shall I say. It is just different. I was driving this car home from the dealership yesterday, and I was doing about 95 miles an hour on certain parts of the freeway, and there was no rattle, no squeaks, nothing. And even my $100,000 Shelby GT500 rattled like crazy. I just never had it fixed. But anyways, by putting these two screens on like this, it eliminated a lot of the bezels that were on the dash, and I think that fixed a lot of the rattling noises. And this is the stock radio, and it does sound pretty good, at least better than the previous years. And it's pretty much what people's opinions are. Some think that the interior is cheap, and some thinks it's really good. But you got to remember that at this price point for a car, I'm excluding the dark horse, right? It's about this quality you should expect for a car at that price. Now, one thing that they did not carry over is that right there, you don't have that sunglass holder no more. In fact, they put it up on top right there. And, this has got, being a base model, it's got the pre-collision warnings, the blind spot monitoring, and, all the alerts and stuff like that. Before you had to get the, upper trim levels to get that. But now the base car has a lot of stuff that are standard. So the price did go up on these things, but the thing is, you've got a lot more options now that you couldn't get before, that you would have to upgrade to a next trim level to get. And of course, now you've got forward collision warning, and then you've got the, I call it dynamic cruise control. But now the mirror and the windshield is just a little bit more complicated. So if you ever have to replace the windshield, it's not so easy just to put a mirror on. So you got to recalibrate everything. So, but anyways, yeah, I mean, it is an awesome, different type of a Mustang that I've never experienced. And that's why they made it, right? So who cares if they call it an S550, when it's really an S5 or an who cares if they call it an S650 when it's really an S550? That was a mouthful. But I like my driving modes. Oh, and then there's also a Fox body. Check this out. Going back to the Fox body error. Yep. I had a Fox body. I had a 1992 GT convertible. But anyways, I like to see it in sport mode because that's generally where I like to drive it, is in sport mode. And then you've also got right here, let me show you. If you can see there, you got, this is where you activate your driving modes. So you got a normal mode, and then you've got a sport mode, and you got a track, or let's see if I'm doing this right. Yep, there we go. We got a track mode, and there's a drag strip mode. Now, see, all these drive modes you could not get in the base car in the previous gen. You would have to get the 301A package to get, remember the fighter jet toggles down here? In order to get that, you have to get that to get these driving modes. But now the base car has it. You know, and that package is about a $2,000 package to get that stuff, right? So basically, did the car go up in price, the base MSRP? Yeah, it did, but you're also gaining stuff that it, you know, that the old car didn't have. And I always thought, yeah, the Mustang got pricey, but it wasn't until after I bought the car, or while I was looking at this car, seriously thinking about buying it, that I noticed that all these things that it has that used to be thousands of dollars and upgrade to the next trim level or to the next option to get those things. You know, and of course we got the air pressure set properly. This car was manufactured in August, so I got it just yesterday, so it's pretty fresh. It didn't sit on the fields for long, hopefully. But anyways, I generally, if I'm driving daily, I just like to leave it on sport mode. That's where I would drive the car. And just because you're on a specific drive mode, you can still control your gauge preference, you know. And it's, you know, and then it's, the mode buttons are right here now where you can change the driving modes. They used to be you know, in the switch. I believe it used to be in the infotainment system, I believe, or it could have been through here. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But these things change all the time. But you know, at my first what should I say it? Impressions is that the old Mustang had the air vents up here, right, which blew really well right direct to your face. Now they moved them down here, kind of like where the Camaro is, but the Camaro is actually lower. And I thought the vents being here would not blow in your face, but they work really well. I like what they did with this. It just looks so upscale now. But anyways, I just want to do a quick video on the infotainment screen, or the iPad screen. You know, and basically the one that gets the whole screen, you know, basically you've got a center divider there that disconnects, but it doesn't do anything. These two screens do everything that the other screen does. It's just that this is what they did. Maybe it's because to make it look ugly so you'll spring out for the premium model, who knows. But anyways, I paid roughly for this car around $45,000, like 44.5, somewhere around that area. So, you know, is it a lot of money? Well, it just depends on how you look at it, because you can get a Camaro SS with discounts for about $42. It would be a 1SS. So about $42,000, you can buy 1SS Camaro, or you spend a few $1,000s more and get the upgraded Mustang. But the Camaro are going to have, you know, probably a better suspension. But that's hard to say, because who knows what really Ford did to revise the S550. But anyways, I didn't want to make a short video into a long video, but anyways, this is how all this works, and I think it's awesome. Anyways, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, comment, tap the notification bell for future videos, and I'll see you in the next one. I left the dealership with a full tank of gas, and it's all freeway home, and I'm driving pretty fast. I don't really break things in. I mean, I get on the freeway, I'm 90, 80, but I'm still getting 16 miles to the gallon, and it is on 87 because that's what the dealership put on it. And house to power, I never got into it, but it feels good. Wait until 91 octane goes in. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.